were trying to do is stand your ground on the turf in your area because you've been having a hard time pimping.
Life's tough out there for a pimp. There's a whole song about it.
Life comes at you fast.
So they escape the pimp and the police and whatnot. And at this point, they have resolved, it's like, look, I believe you, you believe me, but Cole, we can't stay here. So they're going to escape. They're going to flee the country to the Florida, or not escape the country, so they're going to go to the Florida Keys, somewhere south, just like basically run away from the whole situation and just try and just live out their lives and just not worry about this anymore. Because whether Cole is crazy or he's completely sane, he can't like function here. And Dr. Riley, she's pretty convinced at this point that Cole's telling the truth.
Yeah.
But there's no way to know for sure. So she wants to take him away from all this so he can get better.
Basically, yeah.
So they go to a Hitchcock double feature, which also, goddamn, I love the 90s, where you can have a Hitchcock double feature in the middle of like the slums of Philadelphia, and they put on disguises and they're getting ready to disappear and go onto a plane. And this recurring dream happens to Cole throughout the movie, where it's him as a little boy, Cole as a child, is seeing a man in a Hawaiian shirt getting shot in a airport terminal, while this woman with blonde hair like cries over his body, and he has this reoccurring dream throughout the movie. And when they put on their disguises and he sees Catherine for the first time in her disguise, he realizes that she is the blonde woman from his dreams. And then he looks at himself and he realizes he's the man who gets shot in his dream. And it starts to realize that this wasn't a dream, it was a memory. So Cole realizes that his destiny is set. His memories, or his dreams aren't dreams, they're his memories, and they're gonna happen. So he goes they go to the airport. Cole is given a gun by Jose. Jose has reappeared to tell Cole, it's like, look, we figured out who the guy who's releasing the virus is. He's this guy. He's an assistant at Jeffrey's dad's, like, a texture virus firm, and he's gonna release it. He's a doomsday theorist. Here's a loaded 48. You're gonna go in that terminal and you're gonna drop it. And you're gonna save the world. Got it? Cool. Big thing to drop on him at this point in the movie. Yeah.
Like a memo.
Yeah. Also, bruh, so I don't know how it was in 95, but really, you just handed him a loaded 45 in the middle of an airport lobby and no one noticed?
Pre-9/11 America. You can do whatever you want.
I guess you're right.
You'd probably bring a full broadsword onto the plane and nobody would have.
Supplies are starting to run low, just so you know.
Okay, I got a story about that, but we'll fuck it, I'll tell it now. So, you know Adam Savage from Mythbusters? So, he was doing a thing, I think he was talking at like this convention or whatever, and he was yelling about how it's like, I don't see why these guys at the airport are, X-raying me and all this other stuff, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I bring stuff off my carry-on all the time that would get me sent to Guantanamo Bay, they just never find it. And somebody was like, well, what's something? And he's like, oh, I bring these. And he pulls out, and it's like a foot-long, like, bamboo, like really thin, like, bamboo holder, right? He pops it open, and he pulls out these 12-inch long razor blades. And he's like, these are razor blades that are used for, like, cutting industrial foam and all that stuff. I carry these on my person as I walk through the metal detector and the X-ray machine, and no one batted an eye. And I'm just like, what's going through my mind is, but Adam Savage, you're famous, you can do whatever you want anyway. So, yeah, you're American.
No!
It's
Horse!
and then I'm sure the people are happy that he got a hold of it, and I'm sure he's happy he got a hold of it. All in all, this is a really good.
Oh, this.
This is like it's a fascinating movie too because it makes you think a lot about your kind of your humanity and your psychology and like reality and your memories versus your dreams and like nostalgia. This movie has a lot of like random things about like nostalgia in it. Like nostalgia is a theme in this movie.
Yeah, and I think there's a general. It just again goes back to that auteurship that Gillian has. His
Oh, I just found another legendary.
intersect cinematic
Ye-
movie-going.
I gotta hurry up though because I gotta sell my
Getting into things
um
in life. Not just getting
my goods for like 600 right now. I abandoned it on top of a fucking hill to chase down this legendary.
one of those things that I think that really
Yeah.
nostalgia and how maybe nostalgia can dictate how we want to live our life.
Oh god, I gotta hurry the fuck up to it.
Form of wanting to find normalcy or was that in the form of realizing that
Okay, stopped on a road.
what is the ultimate thing. It can go either way, I think. And it's very interesting to see how that will manifest.
Man, we actually got like two really good movies this week.
This is I'm really happy that we get to go over these. I hope we get to go over a couple more in the future. I still get to see The Man Who Killed Don Quixote.
Oh, I want to see that soup. Oh, that could be an episode. Man Who Killed Don Quixote versus Man of La Mancha.
Yeah, and it's like I'd love to go over the Python films. It's like there's so much of his work that I think is yet to be enjoyed by the world for years to come. This is a Tina Davis double feature picture show, public announcement that we love and appreciate very good.
That man needs to make more movies. By far. But we have to decide now which is better. So let's get the whole critical response and the financial responses out of the way from stuff. So
Yeah.
all that stuff. So we have Time Bandits, 1981. David, you want to guess how much movie this made, or how much money this movie made?
Yeah, no offense, but surprisingly, I do think that I get the feeling that even though they were probably doing what was on par with contemporaries at the time, they could still push to a point where you could use every bit of special effects to make the movie as vivid as possible.
Every bit of it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to guess that number. Just did a couple of lines. I'm gonna guess over 100.
Oh yeah, we get always over 100.
Always over 100. We're gonna
Always
guess
over 100.
under 15 million, but I know I'm wrong.
You know how wrong you are? This estimated
Oh.
Time Bandits cost $5 million.
Really? Oh, okay. I thought it was
This
really up there.
movie estimated $5 million. The biggest thing here was the child actor was completely unknown. He was brought in like basically on accident.
Yeah.
All the other, the Time Bandits were, they were not getting a lot of work in anything else. They were, they're all little people that back then there was not a lot of roles they could be in. So they all worked relatively cheap, and all the big cameos, Sean Connery, all the Pythons, we have Shelley Duvall, so on and so on. They all worked at rate or next to nothing because they wanted to work with Terry Gilliam.
Yeah.
And a lot of the negotiating power was like with Sean Connery, and when Sean Connery
Hey, Gold.
You know, all in all,
Sorry about that. I was cutting the damn yard and let the PlayStation on.
Yeah, it happens.
Well, considering like it's raining cats and dogs outside, so yeah. I think the damn lawnmower's carrying more grass home with it than it left in the yard. Dragon, what you doing? You trying the story again, or you doing the? No. Which one did you go? Well, which one did you go with to start?
Arcon.
Orlock.
There we go.
The chick that. Yeah, well, that's Orlock. I don't know if you'll have luck with it or not. I don't mess with the brawlers with Orlock. I've got one lay mechanic. That way my people don't have to spend their own action points repairing their weapons when they jam. That and Orlock mechanic gets like a, I can't remember what they call it, searchlight, road light, whatever they call it. Anyway, road flare. If you're in range of that thing, they get a negative to hit on you, or a negative like hit quality, I guess. There's another perk you get on your one of your heavies as an aura that doubles the AP cost of attacking anyone in that aura. It's I've got a gun line. It's like I've got the mechanic sitting in the back. I've got my two heavies in the middle of the formation. Then I got my dead eyes on either side of them. So it's two heavies and two dead eyes and one lay mechanic. The saboteurs are nice. I just don't like the flamethrowers or the cryo guns because it's like, oh, it does like 40 damage. That's it. Which, now here's the thing. I've not actually got into the saboteur tree, and I ain't found that much gear for them. So I don't necessarily know what all kind of weapons you can get later on. I know you can get plasma weapons. I've seen those. What review is that for?
Oh, on my end, my buddy and one of his guys from school are doing they compare like two movies and everything. So this is Time Bandits and 12 Monkeys.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only thing is, Dragon, is like I was thinking about it. The only thing that like your ranged weapon aptitude applies to is your hit quality. Not your hit chance, your hit quality. Your hit chance is your positioning, if you're above them, if you're in cover, if you can see them, that kind of thing. However, I think it's your strength or your melee prowess affects your melee critical chance and your melee hit precision, which affects your full damage potential with melee weapons. Okay, well you can hit them with ranged weapons, okay, whatever. Well, they close the melee range, and you can hit them at range. The cool damn thing about Goliath, it takes 5 AP to equip a weapon. Well, funny enough, Goliath gets a perk, a house perk, that basically takes 5 AP cost from equipped weapons, so they can equip weapons for free. I really wish they'd actually let you have a sump croc. But
That's true. I'm the same page. Absolutely.
like I really do.
You only have time for one. We can only give you one. So, David.
The crazy thing though, when you look at
Completely blind.
Orlock,
You're not like me. I'm tainted with like nostalgia and
after you attack
repeat views.
like one time,
You came into these movies completely.
the AP cost to go into Overwatch is reduced by 33%.
Joe America.
So you don't necessarily fire all your AP, you fire and then you go into Overwatch. But
I kind of figured it out after.
I got to admit, if I could get the actual like gas masks, the helmets and stuff for Goliath, I might actually run Goliath because the guy from the campaign, he carries a damn bolter for a heavy weapon.
I feel like that's the movie that forced
He shot 3 times, he critted twice. He done 275 damage in 3 shots. The other guy, the one that always carries the hammer with the Rowdy Boys, he swung for 337 damage on a critical hit. He literally one-shotted the enemy that we were fighting. But now, funny enough,